Hey everybody, this is Zack. I'm here with Gerard, Fredette.
What's going on?
Land destruction mastermind.
Yeah, I've been trying it for a long time. Finally, looks like I made top 8.
Yeah.
Just won the last round. Pretty excited. Went to Baltimore, went to Syracuse with this deck. Bigger the tournament, the better for this kind of style of deck, I feel, is usually the case. The list I've been going with lately is 4 Titan, 3 Stormbreath. Heavier on the threat package.
Oh wow, see, I assumed that you had 4 Titan and no other big creatures, and then you drop Stormbreath Dragon.
Yeah, 3 of them.
Yeah.
3 of them. So I just feel like the consistency is like definitely where it like comes down to the factor. Is like can't really miss your stuff, and you just need those threats to close it out because Blood Moon will like hold you there, but it doesn't win you the game. You know what I mean? It helps you get into a position where you can get the edge, but you need those threats. So I used to be like 3 and 2, like 4 and 1 kind of thing, but just seven big boys is usually. Today, Stormbreath was like probably the MVP. Like turn 3 most of the time, like probably 5 out of my rounds.
That's
just like
awesome.
Game 1, just Stormbreath, and they're like, I can't do anything.
Now we're kind of getting ahead of ourselves. Before we do, what's this deck's primary game plan?
So the primary game plan is to ramp and hold your opponent back. So early game plan, Arbor Elves, Utopia Scrolls, that can generate 4 mana on turn 2 if you have that combo. That's a huge advantage. Going to a Blood Moon or Acid Moss for that tempo is like perfect. Moonvali Acid Moss, excuse me on the name there, destroys a land, ramps you up a lane, you grab a forest, put it to your battlefield, tap. Great advantage there. Blood Moon locks them up, and so you just ramp and then accelerate. Hold them back, lock them up, and then just do your thing. It's kind of like a mid-range deck. That's how I feel like it plays. It's more of like a mid-range.
Like you want to be in the mid-range while you keep them in the early game.
It's kind of like this weird hybrid of like controlled mid-range. It's cool. It's cool. It's a joy to play too. It's very fun to play. I don't think it's
for
fun
you.
I don't think it's fun to lose to or play against, but to play with it is very fun.
I see these like mid-rangey creatures. Like you said, it's kind of a mid-range deck, but I'm seeing like these main deck life gain cards that are usually only in the sideboard. Why are they main deck? Why aren't they more Inferno Titans?
I just like to lower the cost a little bit. All my threats are really high. I try to play around Fatal Push and stuff like that. So Fatal Push and Path, I try to play around with my big end stuff. But then the mid-range stuff, there's not a lot. There's actually only 2. 1 Baloth, 1 Finks main board. Okay. The rest of that kind of stuff is sideboard. It's just there for a little bit of wiggle room. Certain matchups like Scape Shift, you don't want to be like at 18 or lower. You kind of want to like stay high. Things like that. Just a little like Kitchen Finks is value. Everybody knows that. Obstinate Baloth against Liliana, value. Like just gets there. They're like the two little key cards, and sometimes I board them out, sometimes I keep them in, but they go back and forth.
With the Primal Command to tutor it up. So really you're playing more than one copy
the Primal,
each, right?
Only 1 Primal Command, but it definitely helps. Like, if you need that Baloth, like just put it to your hand and then they uptick. It's like, ooh, that's really good. It's very good for the sideboard package, if you need the Reclamation Sage, etc., stuff like that. It goes well with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so like, I've seen this deck. I mean, this deck's been around for a while.
Yeah,
People
I
have
guess
always
a long
paired
time.
Birds with Stone Rain.
Yeah.
It lost to Grixis Shadow, right? That was its weak point.
Yeah, it's not too great against Grixis Shadow. You have like a couple answers. Chameleon Colossus, I play 2 of those on the side. And if you're on the play, like you might be able to get there, but the hand disruption obviously is really tough, and Stubborn Denial. So any of those blue Shadow matchups.
But those are going down in popularity.
They are going down in popularity. I think it's because people will find that it's not such an easy deck to play. You have to play it very well and tight. So I always say, if the more the Grixis Shadow players are, the better, because not all of them are going to be great Grixis Shadow players.
That's a true story. You're going to see the masters rise to the top, but maybe others
and the
fall
top
away,
will go to the bottom.
Yeah. So what's your dream matchup? You have Blood Moon. Does that mean Eldrazi Tron?
Some of my favorite pairings are probably like 4-colored or Tron decks.
Sure.
Anything that tries to assemble their lands are really favors against you. Not that they can't beat you, but it definitely is more of a stigma on them, and you have an advantage. Tron decks, Bant Eldrazi, Eldrazi Tron, those all I actually played quite a bit against them today. Played 2 Eldrazi Trons and a Bant Eldrazi, and I forget what the other one was, but quite a bit. There's a lot here today too.
I can see how you talk about this deck. This deck is your baby, right? You love this deck.
I've been playing it for solidly for like a year now.
I always see you playing it.
Comp tournaments. I have other stuff too. Believe it or not, I have like a lot of other stuff. But.
Well, if you own foil Russian Stone Rains and like these cards, you better own other things.
Yeah.
You
can't just have all that. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, the synergies well. Bonfire is like a great card, probably underutilized. It's like better than an Anger sometimes, but you know what I mean? They can dredge it back, but that's for just that matchup. But Bonfire is great. A lot of times I just look for it. I'm just like, I need that Bonfire so bad. There's 4. You got to run 4, you know? You saw me peeking my cards when I was drawing. It's just a great deck. It's fun to play. I think it's really well in the meta. A lot of decks that are like linear are usually trying to like assemble stuff.
Yeah, they're cobbled. They're like a web of things that
exactly. They build and you try to hold them back, so it works well there. And then a lot of other decks are just like very fragile decks. Yeah, like some combo decks. Scape shifts really well in the meta right now. There's a lot of that here. This is a very good matchup.
Yeah, you must crush that. You destroy all their valid pits, right?
Well, most of the time I do pretty well. Today I actually lost to Scape Shift against Tien Nugent.
Yeah, you're going to have your chance for some retribution.
I'd like to do that. That'd be nice. Hopefully we can get there. It is a good matchup for me, but there's a lot of good Scape Shift players here. I'll say that. There's 2 of them in the top 8 are really good Scape Shift players. Not only that, just really good Magic players. So I have my work cut out for me, but hopefully the pairings and some good draws can get me there for sure.
That's cool, man. I hope I'm interviewing you for a winner's interview. I don't know what we're going to talk about.
That'd be cool.
If we do, but if we get there, we get there, man.
Absolutely. I love the Titanium series, and everyone should come play it more often because this grassroots GP system, league, whatever you want to call it, is phenomenal. So
he's not on payroll.
If you're not coming down to the Plus event in August, you guys should.
There we go.
It's great. It really is. Play more Titanium series. They're the best.
Hey, I got to shake your hand for that one, man.
No problem.
Have a good one and good luck in the tournament.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching, everybody.